Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and hello Sonic, hello Game Boy Nathan. Welcome everyone to the first season of the the NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. The PISTNAS, or the NASPIS, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, we have got 40 drivers, and I'm going to take you through them now. Before we start the race, first race of the season is obviously at Daytona. We got Martin Truex there on pole position, I believe. And then, probably better not press that one. What did I press? Okay, there you go. Okay, so Martin Truex there. Then we've got Ty Gibbs in the 54 car, Lightning McQueen. William Byron, we got Tyler Reddick in the 45, Noah Gochek, Spiky Phillips, Will Rush, Rich Mixon, we've got Cam Spinner, Kevin Harvick, Jimmie Johnson, M Fastfong, Chase Elliott, Jay McPillar, Jonas Carvers, Bubba Wallace. Jenson Button is taking part in this competition. Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Dan Garcia, Jackson Storm, Joey Logano, Tim Treadless, Flip Dover, Kyle Larson, Aaron Clocker, Michael Rota, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, Ryan Blaney, Ed Trunken, Cruz Ramirez, Austin Dillon, Paul Comrev, Daniel Suarez, Eric Almirola, Chris Roman, and Kimi Raikkonen up at the back of the grid. So we've got some Formula 1 drivers in there as well, which is pretty cool. So without further ado, shall we get this first race underway? I think we should, guys. Let's do it. Let's get this race underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
So we are under starter orders for the pace lap around the track. And it's Truex who is on pole in that 19 tracker car. Ty Gibbs next to him, William Byron, and Lightning McQueen making up that first top four, the first two rows on the grid for our first ever NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. We done a race like this a few years ago to celebrate our 500 subscribers. It's NASCAR versus Piston Cup. Now we're doing a season. It's taken a while, but we got there. Let's hope the game don't crash. We know what it's like with this mod. It does have a tendency to crash. Let's hope it doesn't happen today. Welcome to everyone who's just joined the stream. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and we will get more subscribers. Keep pressing the wrong button. Don't know why I'm doing that. Having brain fog as usual. Hit that like button too, guys. So here we go, guys. This is it. We are away. Green, green, green. First lap of the NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. And Truex takes the lead straight from the start. Lap 1 complete, and Lightning McQueen gets the lead on the first lap. But look at the 45, Tyler Reddick, into the lead now with Spiky Phillips just behind Kevin Harvick as well. Coming up to the front, so is Jimmie Johnson in the 84 car. Great driving from the NASCAR Cup drivers. Also fantastic driving from the Piston Cup cars as they head in towards lap 3 of 50 here. Hello Lightning Turbo Racing, welcome once again to the channel. Lovely to have you here, sir. Who do you think is going to win this, guys? Put it down in that comment section below. Who do you think is going to win? Kevin Harvick all over the 117 of Spiky Phillips. Ty Gibbs up high. Lightning McQueen just behind him. Cars moving all about up at the back as they go down the backstretch now. As we see, Ed Trunken's fallen to the back, as has Ross Chastain in that number 1 car. Kimi Räikkönen and Austin Dillon side by side, falling back already. There's Chris Roman with Daniel Suarez in the 99. Carl Larson and Chris Roman there. Then we got Michael Rota, Aaron Clocker, Tim Treadless in the 28. You had a fantastic season in the Next Gen Piston Cup. And Game Boy Nathan thinks Lightning McQueen's going to go win this one. Paul Conrev in that 90 car. There's Jenson Button in the middle, just beside Cruz Ramirez. Good friends they are, I believe. There's Chase Elliott in the number 9 car, racing. Finally back from his injury. Noah Gocek, Jonas Carvers in that threesome in the middle there. There's Kyle Busch in his 8 car, running down low just above the yellow line. There's Will Rush. Joey Logano in the 22 with Denny Hamlin in the Interstate Batteries 11 car. He chose that scheme because he didn't want to choose the FedEx scheme. He thought it would be fun to wind up Kyle Busch because that used to be his sponsor a lot. William Byron in the middle there. There's Gibbs. Then we've got Martin Truex stuck in the middle of that pack. Dan Garcia, Kevin Harvick, Jimmie Johnson. Let's go on board with Jimmie. Jimmie Johnson flying high up at the top of the track at the moment. Bubba Wallace out in front by the looks of things, with the 73 M Fastfong. Bubba Wallace leading then as they go down the backstretch for lap 7. Plate racing today, I'm afraid. Plate racing today. That was the rules. As we know, in the Next Gen Piston Cup, we don't have plate racing, and they hit 200 odd miles an hour. But we have got the plates on here. Hitting 190, 195, probably max today for these boys out there and girls. Cruz Ramirez, the only lady out there today, keeping the flag high for the ladies of NASCAR, as flipped over, now comes up behind Bubba Wallace. And it looks like we got the 54 Gibbs coming in. Ty Gibbs coming in to the front of this pack of cars racing. Dan Garcia doing well in the 80. Going to be a long one here today. 9 laps. 41 to go. Not sure when they're going to pit, and I know pits are going to change things here. Eric Almirola's come to the front of this race now. Lightning Turbo Racing is in the chat, guys, with his 5,000 subs. We do like Lightning Turbo Racing here. We do follow it and we do watch the videos. Go check him out. Go subscribe. Go and hit the like button. I can hear my table creaking every time I lean on it. It's awful. Cruz Ramirez then going into the lead on lap 10. 40 to go. Jenson Button coming up to the front now, trying to get a lead lap. Look at this. In the Mobile 1 car. Game Boy Nathan says, why I choose the number 10 is because I didn't win the last Piston Cup with a rematch with the number 10. So, Jenson Button down in the lead, down the backstretch. On the official stand-ins, it's actually the number 3 Austin Dillon. Look at Kyle Larson coming into this now. The number 5 coming into this very slowly into lap 11. Ross Chastain is also another car that's come up to the front, as has Tim Treadless and Daniel Suarez. All from the back, and cars moving all over the place. I thought we were going to have carnage there. Look at Tim Treadless trying to make a move on Michael Rota. Decides to pull back in and try another time or another day. Jenson Button did get one lap on the table there. Lap 12 that was. Or lap 11 I should say. When will they pit? Do you think they will pit on lap 15, 16, 17? Put the number down in the comments, guys, and let me know when you think these guys are going to pit. We won't have the second round of this until next week, just to let you know. I've got Jensen staying with me for the rest of the week from tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll be streaming something together. Not sure what yet, though, but we will keep you guys posted what is coming next. And look at Paul Conway down on the inside with Martin Truex just behind him. Michael Rota in that 39. Oh, and just sort of cuts up the 90 car. Kyle Larson leading here at Daytona with 13 laps. And they're going in on lap 13. They are going in on lap 13 as we go to the pit camera. We got cars coming in. No yellows, so all went in pretty well. Look at this. Look at this, and Carver's started up at the back. Wow, did not know that. I thought he started a bit further forward than that, or maybe there's pits up there as well. So we are with the leader, which is Jenson Button now. A lot of cars have pitted on lap 13, 14. Not sure what it will mean for these guys, but will they go in? And there is Ty Gibbs coming out. Sorry, Tyler Reddick. I do apologise. And there is Jenson Button and co going into the pits now. And the 123 was up at the back on the last pit. Wow, that's crazy. So Jenson Button is our leader. And there is Ross Chastain out of pit lane. So will he get back round to retake the lead away from the 15 car? He's out on his own. Here he comes round the top. It looks like Kyle Larson and Jenson Button are both out of the pits. It looks like Jenson Button is going to retake that lead back. He had it and he's going to keep it by the looks of things. As Kyle Larson hunts him down, so does Ed Trunken by the looks of things. This will change things up at the top of the standings now. They seem to be going pretty slow at the moment. 180, they're not hitting top speed of 190 yet. Maybe they've got to get back into it. Settling them tyres back in. And there you go. We are back on it now. And there you go. There's our new top 5. Jenson Button, Kyle Larson, Ed Trunken, Ross Chastain and Tim Treadless. Harry will be happy if Tim Treadless wins today. And he's not going to be here to see it. Ed Trunken then goes into the lead. And look at the cars behind. Look at Jonas Carvers. What a race he's having to be up in the top 10. That's absolutely phenomenal. Let's go to the official standings and see what's going on. Who is up at the back? So it's Cruz Ramirez and Kimi Räikkönen who are sat up the back at the moment. Unfortunately, that is how the cookie crumbles. Let's go to Kimi Räikkönen. So there's Kimi Räikkönen at the moment in that 91 car. Just in front of him is Chase Elliott, who's running down in 34th. Bad race from him today. Really bad. There's Jimmie Johnson in 33rd position. There's Ryan Blaney, Noah Gocek, Dan Garcia, Joey Logano. Cruz Ramirez just running in front of the 22. Tyler Reddick in 25th. There's Ty Gibbs in 23rd. Denny Hamlin just in front of him. Car's getting rather close now. Ooh, nearly. Spiky Phillips getting way away from that group. Trying to. There's Chris Buescher in 15th. So this is our front group of cars. They've all split up into groups now, which we know usually happens here at Daytona. Things will change. They're probably going to have another round of pits again. Going back to the front then, Kyle Larson is dominating at the moment in this race. Kyle Larson really dominating at the moment at Daytona. Doing a really good job of keeping this lead. But Tim Treadless is definitely going to make a move. So is Jenson Button. Didn't even notice that Kevin Harvick and Jenson Button have got opposite schemes. One black, one white. That's pretty cool. Didn't even realise I'd done that. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Jenson Button being my favourite Formula 1 driver of all time. Tim Treadless just in front of him at the moment as they go down the backstretch for lap 19. No worries, no worries. Always make a phone call to your mum. Always. And there is Jenson Button, who Jenson's named after, if you didn't know. So yeah, there he is. He's out in the lead in that Mobile 1 car at the moment. You can't change schemes during a season. Unfortunately, it puts the car back down. It restarts the car basically into the league, into the standings, so they have to start with naught I don't know why, which is a bit sad. Hello, Rhett. Blimey, Rhett's here, guys. Not seen Rhett for ages. Rhett's in the house. He is in the house, and he's watching Will Rush at the moment take the lead away from Jenson Button. Piston Cup car up at the front with 2 NASCARs on his tail. We've had one round of pit stops, which was about 13, and around lap 13, we've had no cautions come out as of yet. And I'm watching SpongeBob SquarePants. Rhett's watching SpongeBob SquarePants, which is pretty cool. There's Jonas Carver's now. What a race he's having, starting at the back. Now up in. Well, I think he started at the back. I'm sure. He didn't start at the back. I'm sure he didn't. He didn't. Look, he started in 16th. So I don't know why he's the last car in pit lane. Maybe he just got the bad pick, I guess. But he's having a good race anyway. He started in 16th. He's now at the front of the grid. With Daniel Suarez. Let's go on board with the 99. Great driving from all involved up at the front then. Very steady and very, very safe. No cautions. I'm shocked. We're nearly halfway through this race. Couple of laps to go before we hit the Mega 25. They pitted on lap 13, so I'm sort of guessing really here. They're going to probably pit lap 32, 33, do you reckon? They're not going to lap on for 26. That's only 13 laps since they last pitted. So I'm going to say probably 36, another 20. Yeah, probably 36 lap, maybe. It's the Raptor of William Byron, who's leading then at the moment. Daniel Suarez there coming up on the inside, or trying to come up on the inside, or the outside, I should say, of Tim Treadless, but doesn't make a move. Stays in. Aaron Clocker trying to break up the Hendrick cars. 2 Hendrick cars up at the front of this race. Rick Hendrick will be very happy to see his boys up at the front. But which one is going to win? William Byron having a fantastic season in the NASCAR Cup Series. And so is Kyle Larson, past champion. You think Harry's ready to be in the Rainbow Cup? Interesting. What is notable to say, Ryan Blaney's not in this, obviously, because Ryan Blaney's in this. So, you know, we couldn't mix the drivers up. We had to make a choice, and I chose the NASCAR drivers to be in this championship. But that's just the way it is. And obviously Daniel Suarez is in this, and Kyle Busch, and so on. But we do need some new cars in the Next Gen Cup, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, because you can only have 40 cars on the grid. So, and I don't really want to get rid of all the Piston Cup cars, so not sure how we're going to do it. Not decided yet. But Rowdy Bush will be there in his 18, as always. And there's Ross Chastain in the 1. And they're coming in on lap 26, so they are going they went another 13 laps before they decided to pit again. So we are under pits again. Wow, so they only went another 13 laps before they decided to pit. So are they going to go 13 again? Or are they going to go and try and go all the way to the end of this race now? Wow, did not expect another pit stop so early on. Tim is doing well. They are the 2023 schemes. Yes, they are, Harry. And hello. Lovely to see you. I hope you're well, young man. And doing well at college. Keeping your head in the books. And Tim Treadless, William Byron are coming in to the pits. Carl Larson. And Jenson Button and Daniel Suarez continue on for another lap. We are still under green conditions. And it's the 15 who leads us around up at the moment as more cars come in to the pits as we speak. Some are coming out, some are going in. And I think they're going out actually. And there's Truex, our pole sitter. He is into the pits now. And Jenson Button's going down at the back stretch. And we'll see if these two pit at the same time, or will they continue on? There's cars now coming out of pit lane. And there you go, they're both pitting. First and second are pitting at the moment. So are this group of cars as well. And Mick Pillar goes on. Does that mean Mick Pillar will be in the lead, or will it be this guy? Will Tim Treadless take the lead away? But Ross Chastain is out of the pits. Who is going to lead this race? And I can only imagine it's going to be Tim Treadless. So we go to the pits and see if these guys can get out before the 28 comes round. He's going down the front stretch. Here he comes. Daniel Suarez and Jenson Button are out. They are out of the pits. And I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I'm not sure if these guys are leading or not, you know. I think things have changed up at the front. Because I think it could be the number 12. But no, the number 12 went in the pits, didn't he? So it would be Tim Treadless. As Daniel Suarez and Jenson Button are trying their hardest to get in front of the 28. And look at that. It could be Daniel Suarez who takes the lead. Or Tim Treadless or Kevin Harvick. Ross Chastain's up there. Jonas Carvers, what a race he's having. 2 Piston Cup cars in this group up at the front now. As the Tootsie's 99. Or is it Kevin Harvick who will get the 30th lap of the race? Let's have a look. And it's the 99 who gets it. The 99 gets that lap. 20 to go. 20 to go. No worries. You're busy. You're busy. Yeah, have a break, man. Have a break. You got the Eurovision coming soon, son. Eurovision's coming soon. That'd be pretty cool. And there they go down at the back stretch. And it is Kevin Harvick who now goes into the lead. And if you are a Piston Cup fan, I'd look away now. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 cars in this group are NASCAR Cup cars. And only 2 Piston Cup cars are up at the front now. And I think they will race till the end now. They have pitted twice. And I do believe they will go as far as they can to the end of this race. Cruz Ramirez is about to be lapped as Jenson Button takes the lead. Not that we didn't know, but the 45 has retired from the race. And Jonas Carver's giving Jenson Button a run for his money. Yes, and Cruz Ramirez is now a lap down, of course. But Tyler Reddick has retired. We're not sure why. Car issues, I believe. He has retired from the race. So the first retiree of the season, and it is the 45, unfortunately. Jonas Carver's now trying to keep the Piston Cup guys within a chance of winning the first round of the NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. We've been running for 33 minutes and we are on lap 32, so just over a minute a lap. Or just under a minute a lap. As Ross Chastain now makes his move back to the front. So they pitted on lap 13. They pitted on lap 26. So I'm going to say if things continue, they're going to pit on lap 39. Is that right? One more time, if that's the way their strategies are today. Or they could go right to the end. And this, we've got a free wide down the backstretch now. Look at this. We've got the Tootsies, the Chastain, and the Carvers all going down the backstretch now. Tim Treadless then going into the lead, or trying to get the lead, but I think it's going to be Carl Larson who gets this time, going towards lap 35, giving us 15 to go. And Game Boy is watching the stream with Pikachu. And we are under caution, first caution of the race, and I'm not sure what actually happened. I can't see any smoke anywhere, so I'm not sure what went on. But we will find out. They will pit again. And there is the pace car. This is now going to back all the cars back up into race format. And there is our pace car. We'll watch when his lights come on. So what happened? Let's see when his lights come on. There you go. So now we've got to find the crash. Did something actually happen? Or is there just stuff on the... What happened then? Did I miss something? I don't think anything happened, guys. I don't know why the caution's come out. But the caution is out for reasons I really don't know why. The caution is out, guys, and we're not sure what happened. So we will continue on, because I'm not actually sure what's gone on. I'm guessing there's debris on the track. That does happen in this. So I'm guessing there is debris on the track, and that's why we are having a caution. Wow. Never seen that happen before. Ever. Cruz Ramirez has continued on. So that was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Bit strange. Cars into the pits. Cars coming in. Cars already going out. And I'm not entirely sure what actually happened. But, oh! No, go check hits Martin Truex coming out the pits. But we're not sure what exactly happened. It doesn't say in the chat what happened. Shows you what tyres they're having and stuff, but no. So I don't actually know why we got pits. I think there must have been debris on the track. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's Cam Spinner. He's out. Paul Comrev. So I wonder what happened to him. He's been in the pits quite a while. Let's see if we can find out. He's been in the pits a long time. Not sure what happened to him. If anything at all happened. But he's been in the pits a while. So I'm wondering if... No, nothing. Weird. Very, very odd. Very odd. Oh, what are you going to do? Very strange, isn't it? I don't know what happened. I don't know if Paul Comrev got run out of fuel or what, but he's still in the pits. And he looks like he's got damage, look. So something happened to him. And I want to find out, really. If we can. There you go. Let's have a look. See what happened. He's got no boot. He's got no... So something happened, didn't it? And we missed it. Where has that gone then? Because he's racing. We're under green. And he's got no... Weird. Very strange, guys. But I think there was just... I think maybe his... back of his car came off, maybe. And it was on the track. So they've had to... basically call the caution car out. The pace car out. And I guess... slow the cars down before they hit the mess on the track, I guess. Very strange one. 24's leading though. William Byron. How was everyone's Easter? Did everyone get a lot of chocolate and lots of presents? So it looks like we're going to start on lap 39, which will give us 11 laps to go here at Daytona for the first round of the NASCAR vs PISTON Cup Championship. Good to see Jackson Storms made it up into the top 10. Daniel Suarez, Jonas Carvers, Ross Chastain, Michael Rota, Tim Chedless, Jenson Button, Carl Larson, Kevin Harvick, and William Byron are our top 10 drivers at the moment. Yeah, I got some money for Jenson and Sienna and got them some eggs. Jenson brought the match cards, the football cards. The Panini ones, not the stickers, the cards. And I don't know what Sienna spent her money on. I'm sure I'll find out. But yeah. Too much chocolate sometimes just makes you feel sick, doesn't it? I feel like I've eaten way too much. Like I never thought I'd actually eat too much chocolate, but I have. And I thought I'd never actually go off it, and I think I have. It's crazy. On a diet for Monday. Going running and stuff, so got to eat as much as possible this week. before I'm banned from it. So here we go then. The restart is on. And we are away, in it to win it. The green flag. Timmy the flag man doing a fantastic job there of waving that flag. He earns his money. So good. The Raptor is leading. I think this is where we could see some carnage now on the track. They are fighting, hustling for position. We have got a lot of cars bunched up once again because of that caution. The groups that split up have now come back together. And we are now on lap 40. With 10 to go, 3 wide down the front stretch. 2 Piston Cup cars, 1 NASCAR Cup car. Jackson Storm coming into this now. He's not been involved at the front of this race, all race, for 39 laps, and now all of a sudden he is involved. Cracking drive from the 20 car as he goes 3 wide down at the bottom, probably the better part of the track. Carl Larson's fallen back. Not heard much of Lightning McQueen at the moment. He is up the back with Aaron Clocker. Jackson Storm takes the lead on lap 41 with 9 to go. And there's Lightning McQueen at the back with Dan Garcia now. Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain and Martin Truex leading the line for the NASCAR Cup cars. Just behind them is Rich Mixon, Kevin Harvick, Tim Trellis, Denny Hamlin there as well. Got a lot of cars grouping at the front. Hello Dale, welcome back, lovely to see you. As you can see, we're on lap 41 of 50. And Jackson Storm's leading this first NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. And we've just had a caution. And all the cars are now bunched up once again. And it's given Jackson Storm the opportunity to get to the front of this grid in his Trans Am. But Martin Truex, who was our pole sitter, is now back up at the front. He's been in and out of first place all race. Paul Conrev having a mare of a race now. The 19 car is our leader. 8 to go. Rich Mixon going to put the pressure on now. Eric Almirola showing his face at the front of this track, the front of this race now. Kevin Harvick coming up behind him. Ryan Blaney there. Denny Hamlin is stuck in the middle. We are in a newer Daytona for today. The 2017 TE track. Downloadable from Stunod, I believe. Had this track a while, stopped using it and started using Brian Ring's tracks. Gone back to this because the pack racing's really good. I love the pack racing. But not many cautions though, so maybe next time we're going to have to bunch them up a little bit more. Play around with that INI file and sort of make them touch each other. Because at the moment they get close but not close enough. 3 wide going into turn 3. Coming out of turn 3 into turn 4. And look at the 11, Chris Roman. Now about to get a lead lap. Fastfong as well. Where has that guy come from? Lightning McQueen now up at the front of this grid. He now moves up to second position with 5 to go. Has he sprinted too early? Has Lightning McQueen shown his hand too early in this race? There's Paul Conrev up at the back. Look at Lightning McQueen and look at the 17 of Chris Buescher on his tail. Amazing to see 2 7-time champs first and second now. Lightning McQueen and Jimmie Johnson, 7-time champ of the NASCAR Cup Series, and Lightning McQueen, 7-time champ of the PISTON Cup Series. All we are missing is the legend of Dale Earnhardt and the King. But unfortunately, they are not here today racing. But the 84 and the 95 are. And Jimmie Johnson hunting down the 95. Who is the best out of these 2 7-time champs, guys? Jimmie Johnson letting off the power there, as Lightning McQueen seems to be faster through the corners, through the turns. Lap 47 then. And Lightning McQueen leading. But for how long? I think he led way too early, sprinted too early. He's now got a lot of pressure behind him. Ed Trunken, the 33, is going to put a lot of pressure on that 95. A lot of pack racing going on behind. A lot of slipstreams being used. Lightning McQueen has the clean air. But is it enough to get him over the last few laps? Lightning McQueen leads for his 2nd consecutive lap, but McPillar is not having it. McPillar is going to take that away from him by the looks of things. Lightning McQueen went too early, I believe. And now he is letting go of that lead. He's like a pace setter for the other cars. It was nice to see him up at the front with Jimmie Johnson. That was a picture moment. Unfortunately, we never did get that picture. But, as you can see, McPillar, Spiky Phillips, even Bubba Wallace and Austin Dillon up at the front. Who's going to win this? Is it going to be a PISTON Cup car or is it going to be a NASCAR Cup car? Two more laps to go, and if a caution comes out now, we'll end the race. It will be a race to the line, as the DoorDash of Bubba Wallace takes the lead. My money's on William Byron. Look at him coming down the backstretch. Cars moving all over the place behind him, wobbling, moving about. Anyone's race this, anyone's race. Kimi Räikkönen, who started up at the back of the grid, is now in the mix of things up at the front of this race. Coming up to back markers now. This could change things. We're about to go towards the white flag, which will be sponsored today by Geico. White flag sponsored by Geico, as the 24 takes the white flag this time. He goes past Paul Conrev with style. Look at that. The 24 literally busted past the 90, has left everyone in the distance as he goes down the backstretch for the last time today. Can anyone catch that 24 car? Look at Kimi Räikkönen coming up on the inside now as Dan Garcia is chasing him down in that Trans Am. And look at this, one last go. And cars are going into the pits because they can't make it to the end of the race. Look at this. Who's going to win? It's going to be Dan Garcia. Dan Garcia wins the first race of the season. And Kimi Räikkönen's off the track. Wow. What an end to the race. And it was Dan Garcia who got it on the last lap. PISTON Cup driver wins the first race. and I'm not sure what went on, but there was definitely a lot of banging and all sorts going on. As you can see, look at this. Look, Dan Garcia hits into the 24 and goes and wins with ease over the line. Look at that. Great driving from Dan Garcia. And we had cars going into the pits, which is a bit weird. I think they just went down low, I believe. And there's Dan Garcia. And there's Jimmie Johnson giving him a nice wave. Love that. Well done, Jimmy. Very sportsmanlike, as always. Let's go to the official results. So there you go, guys. We had one caution over 4 laps, 35 lead changes between 20 drivers. And it was Dan Garcia who only led for 1 lap, and he goes and wins it on the last few seconds of that race. William Byron coming in second with the bonus points of leading for 9 laps. Dan Garcia started in 21st. What a win for him. Daniel Suarez started in 36th and moved up 33 places to 3rd. What a drive from the 99 car. Absolutely fantastic. Kimi Räikkönen as well, 39th, finished in 7th. Austin Dillon started in 34th, finished in 9th. Great driving. Really great driving. Our pole sitter finished in 6th position. And obviously, I did think a few cars had run out of fuel or something was going on. Jonas Carver's run out of fuel 1 lap down. And our last car on the lead lap was Carl Larson, who finished in 35th. Wow, he led for 6 laps. Absolutely crazy. Poor old Kyle. So the standings aren't much different from the way that race finished. It sort of stays as it is, and at the bottom obviously it's Paul Comrev with Tyler Reddick, only 2 points between 4 points between the 2 points 2 points between the 2 drivers there. Cruz Ramirez, Jonas Carver's making up that bottom 4. Didn't think Carl Larson would be there. Or Chase Elliott. I thought they'd be a lot higher in the first race. Lightning McQueen into 11th. Pretty good. So next round we go to Homestead, Miami for round 2 of the NASCAR versus Piston Cup Championship. I hope you've enjoyed this race. It's lovely to have you all here, and I hope you've enjoyed the NASCAR Piston Cup Championship. Look forward to seeing you for round 2, which will be next week. Have a lovely day and a lovely afternoon wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit the bell button if you're subscribed. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell button. Take care, guys.